Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching today. This is going to be a makeup for beginners kind of series. So if you've been doing makeup for a long time, if you're any kind of good or expert at it, this probably isn't a series for you. This is more of for people who, like makeup or maybe haven't even started wearing makeup and just want like the breakdown of like what to do. So this is my routine. I'm going to break this up into multiple videos, just showing you what I do. I am not a professional. I have not been to school for this. This is just what I like to do. I'm just sharing it with you. I have a friend who pretty much inspired me to do this series, whether she knows it or not. So here we go, and I hope you like it, and don't forget to subscribe. The first thing I like to do when I get out of the shower is I moisturize my face. This is my favorite moisturizer. It is from Clean and Clear. I have been using this for years and years and years, so it is just, I really like the consistency of it. It's not too thick. It just feels nice, moisturizes very well. And it obviously helps, keep acne and blemishes at bay. So I definitely recommend this. You can get it at Target, Walmart, all the lovely drugstores. Yes, so that is always first. And then once I'm ready to start my actual face, I start with my eyes. So it's very good to use a primer. Obviously you don't have to, but eyeshadow primers help keep your eyeshadow on all day, helps prevent it from creasing, because we all have those creases in our eyes. We get oily eyelids, so those are the causes of having your eyeshadow not really last very long all day. For this video, I'm going to use my Australis eyeshadow primer. You can get e.l.f. eyeshadow primer for $1. So if you are new to eyeshadow primer, or you just don't have it in your budget to be spending a lot of money on makeup, I highly, highly recommend e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. This one is pretty much gone, and that's why I'm not using it. But it's very good. So, and this one's almost gone too, to be honest. So luckily I have a whole lot of other primers. Okay, so what I do, this is what I do. I'm not saying this is the way, the right way, the wrong, whatever. This is just what I'm going to show you in my daily routine. I put some on the lid like this. Take a little more. As you can see, this really is running out. And I am using my iPad screen as my mirror. So once you put it on your lids like that, then I take my ring finger and blend it up to give a nice sheer layer covering the whole eyelid. Some other eyeshadow primers that I am fond of is Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion, and Rimmel London's. I got that recently, and that's the main one I use these days, currently. Those are both very good. Next, we're going to move on to putting on the eyeshadow. This is a very simple look that is so easy to do if you are anybody, especially a beginner. And I am going to use this. Since this is a beginner video, you may not have brushes, and if you're looking to get brushes, you can always start off with some from e.l.f. You can find them at Walmart or Target. They have brushes for as cheap as $1 each. I hear the dog barking. You know, I still like these. Yes, obviously there's a very short one. You can find some of these longer to make it easier to work with. So many people throw these to the side, but I still find them useful. So I am going to use this palette. It is from Avon. It is filled with some very, pretty light colors, with the exception of that one. have no idea if this is still available or not. This is the watercolors palette. So, as you can see, that's my favorite right there. So I'm going to take what's left and put it on the sponge tip applicator. And just put it all over the eyelid to the crease. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the my eyelids good and covered. Next, I am going to use this purple eyeshadow. I don't know why, but it's showing up a different purple on screen than it is in real life. This is actually like a really deep grape purple. Anyway, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Defining Eye Brush and get some on there, tap it off a little bit, get any excess to fall off. And I don't think I mentioned, I start with the eyes in case I get any fallout here. It just makes it easier to clean it up and not mess up any concealer or foundation you've already put on. So you don't have to start with the eyes. I used to not, and then I switched. It's up to you, whatever order you want to do your makeup. So anyway, get some on there, and then we're going to put this in our crease. So start in the outer corner and bring it up. And it's, if you ask me, it is better to start with a smaller amount on your brush than too much, because you can always add, but it is much more difficult to take away when it comes to the makeup. And then I'll flip it around like that. And just keep going till you have the desired color and depth. And you can just kind of add this onto the end so it kind of flows a little better. Nothing extreme, just kind of quick strokes like that. Okay, let's do the other side. Start in the outer corner and work it up. Now I feel like I want to add a little more to this side now, so I'm just going to go back in a few times like that. Okay, and then do the same little quick on that end there. Okay. Next, I'm going to use my Naked Basics palette, and I'm going to use Walk of Shame right there. This color is really, there you go, you can see the difference. Walk of Shame. I'm using a Sonia Kashuk brush. This is just an eyeshadow brush. So I'm putting a little bit on here, again, tap it out, and now I'm brushing it against my brow bone, my upper lid, my brow. I know some people will do this part first, where they'll cover the whole eyelid and whatnot, but I like to do it second, next, I don't know, whatever. So it's just a light layer to kind of distinguish this area from the rest of your face. And you can kind of blend it with the purple that you put in your crease. You may have noticed all my brushes are really dirty. But this is what I use for blending brush. So if you wanted to kind of swoop it around here, you could. For me, for this look, I don't feel it's necessary, but just to show you, like, to take a fluffy brush like that, you can use it to kind of blend the colors together. So now that I've done that, the last thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the same brush. Really use whatever brush works for you. That's my motto. I'm going to take Venus right here. It is a shimmery color, shimmery creamy color. And just put a little bit kind of on the tip there. And run that right up top there, lining your eyebrow to give it that highlight.